Yo, welcome back to Eat, Sleep, Breathe Hoops with your boy, Nikki P, man. Y'all know who it is. Y'all saw it, man. Are the Lakers, is LA, is the Los Angeles Lakers the storied franchise? Are they doomed this year? Or could they make a deep playoff run, man? Let's dive into it. The Lakers so far, they started the 25-26 season at 2-2, which already sums up their identity so far. Flashes of brilliance, but real inconsistency. There's still plenty of excitement. Luka Doncic in purple and gold remains one of the league's biggest storylines, dropping about 37 and almost a triple-double so far through the first 4 games out there balling. But there's also plenty of questions. The Western Conference looks as deep as ever, and Los Angeles is still figuring out a rhythm on both ends of the court. Last year's 50-32 campaign ended in a disappointment with a first-round playoff exit. So the pressure is high. I think they might have got swept or maybe 1-1, but they got whooped. Are they doomed? It feels dramatic this early, but it's fair to say they're walking a tightrope between contention and collapse. There's hope, genuine hope, but the warning signs are real too. Luka Doncic has been every bit the superstar they traded for. Through 4 games, he's putting up big numbers like I was alluding to a little earlier and controlling the offense, though at times it still feels like the team is learning how to play around him. His usage is sky high. He's a kind of a ball stopper at times a little bit, but he gets buckets. And while the Lakers don't need him averaging 40 a night, they do need him to dominate efficiently, trusting teammates, managing energy, and holding up defensively. The biggest variable remains LeBron James. At 40 years old, turning 41 in December, he's already missed the time dealing with lingering nerve and back issues. He hasn't yet suited up this season, but the Lakers are hoping for a return sometime in November. Even when he does come back, the expectation is for careful load management. We all heard Jordan talking about that recently. I'll leave that at that. I might make another whole video on load management and how it kind of watered down the competitiveness of the NBA. But let's get back to it. So with this, it's more rest days, lower minutes, heavier playmaking role rather than all-out scoring load for LeBron when he comes back. The question now is, can LeBron still be a difference maker out there? Can he take over when the game matters most, when it's needed? Or will he have to defer to Luka? Or will there be times where maybe Luka might not have it going and LeBron has to go get it on a certain night, you know? Is he more of a box score presence at this stage like he's been criticized for lots of times in the past? If he can still bend defenses, lead in crunch time, and elevate the team beyond numbers, the Lakers' ceiling rises dramatically. But if he's limited, physically or in bursts, the Lakers' chances hinge entirely on Luka's brilliance. Reports suggest LeBron's recovery is progressing, but the Lakers are playing the long game. The nerve irritation he's dealing with is not a quick fix. The plan appears to bring him back gradually, likely late November, ensuring he's ready for the grind of the winter stretch. If LeBron can give them around 65 games of solid production, something in the range of 20 to 25 points, 6 to 8 assists per night while staying active defensively, that's still elite value for a player in his 23rd season, or for a player in today's NBA in general. But if his mobility remains compromised, his on-court impact will naturally fade, and the team will have to rely even more heavily on Luka and the supporting core. This is where optimism meets uncertainty. For some of the strengths, Luka Doncic gives him a true top 5 player to build around, maybe 2 or 3. The offseason additions of DeAndre Ayton has added size, rebounding, and rim protection at times, something they lacked for years. The Lakers still have several vets who understand their roles and can play winning basketball when healthy. But some of their weaknesses, Dorian Finney-Smith's departure has left a defensive and chemistry gap that already, is noticeable out there. The bench remains streaky. When starters rest, leads evaporate kind of quickly. Defensive effort has been inconsistent. The Lakers have alternated between lockdown stretches and complete breakdowns. Health is an ongoing issue. The lineup changes almost every night out there so far. At 2-2, though, at 500, they look like a team still learning who they are. One night, they look like a top 4 seed. The next, they look like a play-in team. That's the concern. The variance is too high this early in the season. They need to get consistency quickly. For their contention type of scenario, if Luka stays healthy and continues his MVP level playmaking, if LeBron returns healthy and still has stretches of dominance out there, if the bench finds rhythm, and if Ayton anchors the paint and plays like a dog, somebody gonna have to light a fire under him, then the Lakers can absolutely contend in the West. But those are some big ifs right there. In that case, they could push for a 50-plus win season and make a real run to the conference finals, maybe, if all the stars align. But in an early exit scenario, which may be more likely, if LeBron's health lingers throughout the season as a concern, if Luka wears down from the overuse, or if the overuse, man. Remember when, we weren't talking about overuse when Kobe and all and AI and all them was playing, it's killing all season, all playoffs, and all finals. But let's get back to it. Or if the defense remains average, the Lakers could struggle just to hold a middle seed. With how strong teams like Denver and OKC and Minnesota and Phoenix look early, the margin for errors is thin. A 6 to 8 seed and a first-round exit remains a real possibility for the Lakers this year. Vegas projections still had them hovering around 47.5 to 48 wins, putting them right in that middle tier. Talented, dangerous, but not a favorite. Is LeBron still a game changer? This is where the season might hinge. If LeBron can still control games and key stretches, not just through the numbers, but through presence, the Lakers' energy changes completely. He's still a floor general unlike any other when he's locked in, but his ability to sustain over 82, is in question. He'll likely have nights where he looks vintage 38, 9, and others where he's managing pain and watching from the sidelines. The Lakers had to plan for the volatility and empower Luka to lead as a consistent heartbeat of the team. So taking everything into account, their 2-2 start, LeBron's health timeline, Luka's early dominance, and the bench inconsistency, here's a balanced projection. I say regular season record, we're going to say 49-33. 49-33 for the Lake Show this year. Let's chalk it up real quick. You heard it here first on Eat, Sleep, Breathe. Hoops. Playoff seed, we'll say they're fifth in the West. They finished fifth in the West when the playoffs get locked in. The playoff outcome, I'm going to give it to them. We'll say they win one round and lose in the Western semifinals. That might be generous, but we'll give them one round this year. Luka going to drop 37 in round one and just ball like AI and not get tired out there. If they get fully healthy by mid-season, they could climb to 52 wins and reach the conference finals. But if injuries persist or the chemistry never fully gels throughout the season, they could slide, or not throughout the season, but early in the season, they could slide towards 45, 46 win pace and fade, to another early exit. So are the Lakers doomed? Not quite yet, but this is a fragile team walking the line between dangerous and disappointing. They've got two generational stars in Luka and LeBron, but they need continuity, depth, and health to maximize that potential. The Lakers season will likely be defined not by their peaks, which will be spectacular, most likely, at least Luka. Luka about to ball this year, man. Just watch it. But by how they handle the inevitable lows. Hope is absolutely justified, but expectation, that should be tempered. Until LeBron returns, and not just returns to the court, but return to, his regular basketball form. And until the team establishes rhythm. They're a talented team. They're still searching for their identity, though. So, they're going to be wavering. And, wavering going to lead you to an early playoff exit. If things break right, they can contend. If not, they could again find themselves on the wrong side, watching the playoffs like all of us out here. So, yeah, what y'all think, man? Y'all think the Lakers going to ball this year? Y'all think they're going to sneak up and surprise some people? Or y'all think they're going to just completely falter and maybe not even make the playoffs? Weigh in, hop in, like this video, share it, comment on it. Let's have a little debate. Let's see what the Lakers going to finish like this year, man. We'll be tapping in throughout the course of the season. And until then, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what channel this is, man. It's Eat, Sleep, Breathe, Hoops with your boy Nicky P, man. Oh yeah, go check out my project Nicky P 6 Piece on Spotify, YouTube, everywhere. Go check that out. Nicky P 6 Piece. All right, peace.